gentlemen, permit me, on behalf of the Economic Forum Series, to welcome you to this landmark event, the MSME Finance CEO Forum.
We all know the story. MSMEs are the backbone of the economy. They are the engine of the economy, but they are underserved, they are underfinanced, and need the required support such that we can really drive the economy. Again, we put this within the context of the bold declaration by the federal government of building a $1 trillion economy by 2030. And for us at the Economic Forum Series, we believe strongly that that goal might not be realizable if the needed support and the funding for the MSMEs, is not really put in place.
One of the few things I want us to do here is that everybody seems to have an opinion on how the country works. I don't. I came here with the idea that I was going to listen and learn. And on that note, I welcome you here.
I suggest that you, in the context of MSME development, seek first knowledge, and even finance will be added onto you.
Unfortunately, everyone calls on the SEC, but the SEC only sees what comes its way. It is up to individuals who want to put their money in there who should say, SEC, are you aware of this? And if the SEC says no, then they are well advised to withdraw.
Millions of entrepreneurs across Nigeria. We have ambition, we have skill, we have creativity, but these entrepreneurs lack access to the global market.
We're thinking about you because it makes it easy for you to access funds on your own from your stores. We train, we advise.
The MSME Time Loan, tailored for startups with contract income or digital cash flows, is one of the products that we offer. We also have MSME Asset Finance to help businesses acquire equipment using structured repayment loans.
One of the major challenges that the Nigerian MSME face today, despite all those wonderful statistics we've also been giving about their contribution to GDP, the employment statistics and all of that, they still face a lot of challenges in accessing finance.
In Sub-Saharan Africa, just 1/3 to 1/5 of SMEs have access to formal bank loans or credit lines. The absence of collateral and all of this locks them out. But we can't continue allow that to happen.
I hope that the panelists that we have put together today are going to do great justice to some of the inquiries we've had based on the brilliant presentations done earlier in the day.
We are looking at signing memorandum of understanding with about 10 participating financial institutions sometime next week.
In terms of regulatory, we are looking at fintech policy frameworks that helps towards the scalability of MSMEs financing.
We saw the Investments and Securities Act that the President passed into law, and now we are shaping them for execution.
SMEs, mostly who are engaged in commerce, can use their inventory, their equipment, even though they are movable, to be able to access credit. So that's the other one that I'll talk about.
Successful banking model has become, look at banks not as somewhere you go, but as something you do. So if you manage that shift, you are on the right path.
The telecommunication company is not faced with multiple regulation. Honestly, there's no point charging what we are charging. When you have to pay the local government, you have to pay the state government, you have to pay some federal government agencies, and what have you.
I have the privilege of moderating the final panel, and it's not to take away from the data or the efforts of the banks. They are doing a great job in financing this $1 trillion economy through the MSMEs.
We give you coverage so that people knows the company, they know what you're doing, and they even know the product or the service you are rendering.
You can't approach the markets if you do not have some kind of structure. So you must be at least an incorporated company.
The market infrastructure like CSCS guarantees the market to say, if you trade in this market, don't worry about the money, I'll deliver your money to you. Don't worry about the asset you bought, it will be delivered and kept for you.
Biggest financing barrier we face in today's economy is
one, access to markets and access to capital.
The simple way of looking at that is that the $1 trillion economy cannot happen without MSMEs. They currently contribute to about 50% of GDP. They are employing north of almost 85% of the population. If you want to redistribute wealth, you want to grow the economy, you want to achieve anything, it's the MSMEs that are the lifeblood of an economy.
One of the policies that I would like to see change will be ease of business exits and revival. Yeah, because these MSME, they are small, right? So they're trying to find their feet. So if we can simplify the process for them to exit comfortably, conveniently, without having to go through all those legal burdens, I think it will also help them. Yeah, because when you look at what these guys are going through, it is just good or better that we simplify their process of exiting without actually killing them on the business.
Looking at the $1 trillion opportunity that the president is anticipating, this is very, very key. So digitalization should be robust enough for various interested persons, individuals, and MSME partners to have the platform to ensure that they have the necessary access to funds and optimizing this in this regard.
Thank you for taking the time to be here. I wish you safe journeys to your respective destinations. Cheers. Thank you.